welcome to ABC Interactive English. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike.
And my name is Sydney, and today our topic is a little room magic part C.
It's a little more room magic.
A little more room magic,
yes,
exactly.
We've already had 2 days.
Yeah, all right. So I think we're going to be exploring a little bit about how we can make our rooms and make our space a bit more catered to us and kind of what we like. We can decorate a little bit. We talked a little bit about keeping it clean and tidy. We talked about how we can rearrange things in a way that work for us.
Those are small projects.
Yeah, small things. And then once you kind of have the room arranged in the way that you want, it's very important to kind of make it feel like home, make it feel like your own little safe space, you know?
Yes, I know. I feel bad hearing about this because I have to admit something, Sydney. My wife and I moved into our apartment more than 10 years ago, and it took a lot of work. We had to, new floors, new walls, new paint, new all that stuff, new furniture. Of course, it costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. And the number of decisions you have to make. This sofa, that sofa, blue or black, white or gray, all that. We stopped. We have a lovely living room. We have a great kitchen. Our bathroom is lovely, wonderful shower. The bedroom is terrible.
Oh no.
The bedroom we never finished. We have old furniture in there I got from a friend who moved. We go to IKEA every year and we're like, oh, we should get this, we should get that. We can pay a guy to come in and make the whole, we've never done it.
No.
I know, it's terrible. I mean, it's a comfortable place. I sleep well, it's relaxing, but just, it's not the kind of place you want to show off to people and say, hey, look at my beautiful bedroom and all the colors match and all that stuff. It's just one of those things that at the back of my mind, it's saying, Mike, you got to finish this.
Yeah.
Because it's been like 12 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
And we finished everything in the first year, and then we waited 11 years, and now it's still not done. So maybe, hopefully, I will get some ideas from Sia and Joe, the characters in our dialogue, and I'll run out and spend a lot of money to get my bedroom looking really nice. Maybe next year.
Maybe. Or this year, 2026.
Probably not.
Got to make things happen.
It's
you don't
already
think so?
May.
Oh, well, that's true. We're already almost halfway through. So maybe we'll try again.
2027.
Next year. 2027
I'm feeling
will be
good
his
about
year.
It. All right, let's go to Sia and Joe and see what they're talking about.
Sia and Joe are talking about their rooms.
I love my room, but I'm jealous of all the space you have.
For me, it makes the room feel empty and cold.
You can fix that by adding a nice rug and a soft armchair.
Where would you put the armchair?
All right, so it's another day of a little room magic. That's right, part C, day 3. What's going on? Sia and Joe are talking about their rooms, okay? So they might just be meeting for a coffee or something like that. And often, when people decorate, when they move, when they get a lot of new furniture, this is, a big change in your life. It's like getting a new hairstyle or losing a lot of weight. You kind of feel like a new person and you want to share this with your friends and you're excited. So it's a fun thing to talk about. So let's see what their conversation tells us.
All right. So Sia says, I love my room, but I'm jealous of all the space you have. Of course, she's talking about all the space that Joe has in his room. Okay, which is pretty common. I mean, it's normal to kind of be jealous sometimes of what other people have when we don't have it, right? So our vocabulary word here is the word jealous, and that is an adjective. And if you're jealous, it means it's the feeling of wishing you had what someone else has. Might even be meaning that you're feeling a little bit envious, right? You see that maybe you just bought a car, but maybe someone else bought a more expensive car. You want that one. Or you just bought the new iPhone, I don't know, what are we up to, 16,
248.
248, and someone got iPhone 249.
Oh
right?
no, my phone sucks.
Yeah, it's like you like what you have, but you still kind of like what someone else has a little bit more.
That's right. Now that's okay, as you said, it's a very normal feeling,
very
right?
Normal.
We can't all have the newest thing. But if, of course, you let your jealousy, which is the noun form, if you let it make you unhappy or dislike your friends, that's no good. Just be happy with what you have.
Yeah.
Because probably, compared to most people, you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
All right, back to our dialogue. So for Joe, who's got extra space, he says, for me, having this bigger home, this bigger apartment, whatever it is, this extra space, for me, it makes the room feel empty and cold.
Oh.
Interesting. So he kind of doesn't like the extra space.
Yeah.
He maybe would prefer a slightly smaller room, more stuff. That often gives people a warm and cozy and safe feeling, right? So you think of those beautiful apartments with interesting stuff on all the shelves and the chairs are all close together and it just gives it this more warm and sort of comfortable, cozy feeling. And actually, Joe kind of prefers that. So that's interesting. Maybe they should just switch homes.
Maybe they should swap, right? Or maybe
answer.
Joe should kind of put the effort into making his home, or I was going to say make his house feel like a home, or make his room feel more like a room for him specifically.
But of course, if they live with their family, their parents might not be happy if they have different children from another family. Anyways, we're going to figure out how they solve this problem after we check in with Tina.
Hi, I'm Tina. 今天的对话是 Sia 和 Joe 在谈论他们的房间。Sia 很喜欢自己的房间，但她很嫉妒 Joe 的房间有更多空间。Joe 却认为那反而让他感觉空荡又冷清。这里提到了这个单字 jealous 就是形容词嫉妒的。Kevin was jealous of his brother's success. Kevin 对他哥哥的成功感到嫉妒。那接着我们回到对话当中。
So, Joe and Sia are talking about where they live, their rooms. Sia was jealous. Joe's got a big room, all that extra space. But Joe is actually saying, I don't really like all the space. It feels cold and uncomfortable. I would prefer something a little smaller, warmer, cozier, and, safer feeling. And Sia actually has an idea for that.
Sounds like she has a solution to his problem. All right. So Sia says you can fix that by adding a nice rug and a soft armchair.
That's a good idea.
I agree. The addition of a nice, beautifully colored rug really adds a lot of warmth and depth into a room. So I agree with her there. And a nice armchair, something soft. You can kind of come back from school or come back from work and just kind of melt into, to kind of brighten up the room and make it feel a bit more homey.
That's right.
Yeah,
and of course, in
suggestions.
that chair, you'll feel all cozy and warm as well. If something is soft, we're talking about how it feels. And this means it's kind of, you can push into it. It's not hard. The opposite would be hard. If you sit on a chair made of wood or metal or something like that, it's quite hard. Now, that might be good if you're working or something like that. But if you want to be comfortable, you want to be on your bed, you want to be on a comfortable chair like a sofa, watching TV in the living room. Watching TV from a kitchen table chair that's nice and hard isn't really good. For 2 hours watching that movie, your back will hurt, your bum will hurt, your legs will hurt. If something is soft, though, you can push into it. It will sort of take in your weight. A pillow that is soft feels lovely under your head. And also, we can think of animals. A lot of people love stroking a cat or a dog. They can be very soft as well. If your hair is soft, that means it feels nice when you touch it. That kind of thing. It's not hard. It's not kind of cold. It is something that is much warmer and much more comfortable. So definitely a soft chair and a rug or a carpet on the floor would be great. Now, Joe has another question. He's thinking about Sia's idea and it seems he kind of likes it. Now he's thinking about how will I actually do this? So he goes, which is the noise you make when you're thinking, where would you put the armchair? So he's already kind of thinking, I could get an armchair.
Yeah.
Where would you put it? He's asking her advice. What does she think is the best place to put the armchair? And we'll find out after we go to Tina.
Sia 觉得 Joe 可以加一张不错的地毯和柔软的扶手椅，来解决空间过于冷清的感觉。Joe 反问：“那应该把扶手椅放在哪里呢？”对话里提到了这个单字 soft， 形容词柔软的。The pillow is soft and comfortable. 枕头很柔软又舒适。文法的部分提到了 would 这个字的用法。would 除了是 will 的过去式，也可以用来表达假设语气，或对尚未发生的事情进行推测。我们来看看这两个例句。Would you join us for dinner? 你会和我们一起吃晚餐吗？下一个例句。If I had more time, I would travel around the world. 如果我有更多时间，我会去环游世界。接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so we have been hearing a little bit from Sia and Joe. So Sia says that she likes her room, but she's a little bit jealous because Joe's room is a lot larger. But Joe's like, you know what? My room might be bigger, but I'm not that happy with it because it feels kind of cold and empty.
Yeah.
So Sia kind of makes some suggestions and says, hey, maybe you could get a little bit of a soft armchair. You can get a nice rug to liven it up a little bit. And then we ended with Joe kind of asking for Sia's advice, I think.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we're going to find out where Sia thinks Joe should put his armchair, if he gets one, right after this break.
I'd put it in the corner by the window. Then I'd add a floor lamp beside it.
I like that. Hey, I have an idea for your room.
Really? I'm all ears.
Put in a wall of mirrors. It'll make your room seem bigger.
All right, so we are back. And so Sia now is going to essentially respond or answer Joe's question. So Joe kind of asked her, hey, okay, you said that maybe I could add a rug or an armchair, but he asked her, where would you put the armchair? He's asking for her advice.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
Sia says, I'd put it in the corner by the window. Then I'd add a floor lamp beside it.
Brilliant.
Okay, excellent idea.
very good.
All right. I think she can see the vision for Joe's room kind of coming together a
That's
little
right.
bit.
And it's a big room, so
It
we've got
is.
lots of space.
Lots of space.
So this should be an easy thing to do. And yeah, putting it in the corner will also make it feel a little cozier, a little warmer.
I
That's
think
a
so.
great idea.
Yeah, so a corner is just a place in a room where two walls meet, right? So that is a great place for an armchair, maybe even a dresser, a lamp, anything that you want access to, but you kind of want to be a little bit out of the way, so it's not eating up too much space in the room. You would probably want to put that in the corner.
That's absolutely right. But yes, you're absolutely right. Putting things in the corner might make it a little more difficult to put things beside it because, you know, it has walls on two sides. Because if something's beside, that means it's next to something, right? We could say next to it. You could put a lamp next to the chair. You can put a lamp beside the chair, okay? So when we're talking about where things are in the world, especially where they are compared to other things, beside is the way that we say like this, okay? So my house is beside 7-Eleven, or if you go over to that bank, you'll see the bank is beside the post office. It's next to the post office. They are so close that they may almost touch like that. So yeah, if you're sitting here reading and your lamp is over there on the other side of the room, that's not really going to work because the light, I can't really read. But if the chair is here and the lamp is beside it, the light from the lamp will make it easy to read at night.
Yeah.
And Joe says, I like that.
All right.
It's a good idea. I like that. I'll put the chair there. I'll put the lamp there. Perfect. Thank you, Sia. Hey, he says, I have an idea for your room. So as they're working on making Joe's big room feel more comfortable and warm and cozy, he might be having an idea about how Sia can make her small room feel a little bit bigger or something like that. Very interesting. We're going to find out what Joe's idea is after we check in with Tina.
Sia 会把扶手椅放在窗边的角落，旁边再加一盏落地灯。Joe 蛮喜欢这样的建议。那至于 Sia 的房间，他也想到一个点子咯。我们先来看看这个单字 corner 名词角落。There is a comfortable chair in the corner of the room. 房间的角落里有一张舒适的椅子。Beside 介系词在什么的旁边。The house is beside the river. 那栋房子在河的旁边。那我们赶快回到对话，看看 Joe 会想到什么好主意吧。
All right, so we are going to continue along with our dialogue. Yes. So, in our last segment, Joe says that he has a suggestion for Sia on how she can make her room feel a little bit more cozy, maybe even a bit more spacious. Because I know she said she was feeling a little jealous of all the space that Joe had in his room. So, in response to Joe saying, hey, I have an idea that can kind of help out your room a little bit, Sia says, really? I'm all ears. Oh. All right. Now, if somebody is all ears, it means that they are ready to listen to what you have to say. Give me your idea. Give me your suggestion. I'm all ears. I'm willing and ready to listen.
Yeah. Tell me what you want to say, what you think. And here's his big idea. Joe says, put in a wall of mirrors.
Okay. I don't know about that.
I'm not the kind of person who wants to look at myself all the time.
Same.
A mirror, of course, is that kind of glass that reflects. So in your bathroom, having a mirror there so you can put on your makeup or pop your pimples or look at your eyes or whatever. That makes sense. Some people might have a long mirror in their bedroom so you can
full length,
put on your
outfit.
clothes and look how I look, that kind of thing. But a whole wall, that means the entire wall is covered in mirrors. I mean, you would see this in a dance studio.
Yeah.
Right?
That
where
would make
people are,
sense.
doing exercise or dancing. You want to see how you look, that kind of thing. Maybe in a clothing store, you do that because people try on the clothes, but in your bedroom, I don't know. But he has a point. He says, the wall of mirrors, it'll make your room seem bigger.
All right, Joe.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is
I
true.
guess so.
I was in a restaurant the other day. It was a little dark. I walked in. I thought, oh, what a big restaurant. But I realized that behind those tables, that was a wall of mirrors. So in a small space, it can make it seem bigger. And if it's a restaurant or a store, that might be okay. But if it's your room and it's always like, oh, there I am.
Yeah,
there I am again.
Yeah, you're going to get jump scared every time you walk around your room.
I'm not sure about that. But he does have a point. It will make the room seem or feel or look bigger, even if it's not, because of the mirrors.
Okay.
Interesting idea. All right, let's go over to Tina.
对于 Joe 提出的点子 ，Sia 洗耳恭听。Joe 的提议就是在 Sia 的房间里装一面镜墙，那样会让房间看起来比较大。这里有2个文法重点。第一个 ，somebody is all ears， 指的就是某人洗耳恭听，这是一个固定用法哦。我们来看看这个对话。I have some exciting news to share。我有一些令人兴奋的消息要分享。I'm all ears， 我洗耳恭听。下一个文法 ，put in。安装、装设。举例来说 ，They put in new windows last month。他们上个月安装了新的窗户。那接着我们回到对话当中。
All right, so there we go. A couple of different ideas to how to turn either a big space into a smaller, cozier feeling space, or how to turn a small space into something that feels bigger with a wall of mirrors. Which do you prefer?
If I had to vote, I'm going to vote with Sia. I mean, hers, I think, makes the most sense.
True.
No offense, Joe, but, adding a nice rug and a soft armchair, that's really great advice for anybody looking to kind of brighten up and liven up and warm up their space a little bit. I don't know, Joe. I mean, the wall of mirrors, it's giving when you go to the amusement park and you're walking through the maze of mirrors the house of mirrors and you don't really know you're walking into yourself. That's what I'm getting from that.
Two walls of mirrors and then you could see yourself forever and ever and
all
ever
the time.
And go crazy in your own bedroom.
I don't know. I think if you're very self-absorbed, maybe that's great for you.
Look at
but
me,
if
so
you're
beautiful. I love looking at myself all the time. Or maybe she is a ballet dancer.
It could be.
Who knows? In which case she can exercise in there. It's very useful.
She could.
You
maybe.
never know.
Yeah.
But think about a wall wall of mirrors very carefully, but definitely do try to make your room, your space, wherever you live, comfortable and work for you. It can show your personality. There's a million ideas out there, and you can get creative with it. So that's lots of fun. Take care of yourselves, guys. Take care of each other and your spaces. And we'll see you back here very soon. Until then, bye-bye.
Sia and Joe are talking about their rooms.
I love my room, but I'm jealous of all the space you have.
For me, it makes the room feel empty and cold.
You can fix that by adding a nice rug and a soft armchair.
Where would you put the armchair?
I'd put it in the corner by the window. Then I'd add a floor lamp beside it.
I like that. Hey, I have an idea for your room.
Really? I'm all ears.
Put in a wall of mirrors. It'll make your room seem bigger.
我们来复习一下这一课的重点单字跟文法。单字的部分 ，jealous 形容词极度的 ，soft 形容词柔软的 ，corner 名词角落 ，beside 介系词在什么旁边。文法的部分，我们先来看 would 的用法。would 除了是 will 的过去式，也可以用来表达假设语气或对尚未发生的事情进行推测。Would you agree？ 你会同意吗？Wuna would be a great teacher. Wuna 可能会是一位很棒的老师。Somebody is all ears. 某人洗耳恭听。The kids were all ears when I told the story. 我讲故事的时候，孩子们都全神贯注地听。Put in 安装装设。The workers put in an air conditioner last week. 工人们上周安装了一台冷气。以上就是这一课的重点单词跟文法，那我们下一课再见喽，拜拜。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I'm ready to smash this round.
Today we're going to sort out the difference between capability and capacity.
But before we dive in, let's go over how the game works.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose between capability and capacity.
So, join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, first up, this advanced machine has the blank to perform highly complex tasks. Which one fits?
That should be capability.
Correct. Capability means the ability to do something. Next one. The factory is currently operating at full blank and can't take any more orders. Which one fits?
Is it capacity?
Exactly. Capacity refers to the maximum amount something can handle or produce.
Whew, that was tough, but I'm glad I made it through.
All right, time for a breakdown.
First, capability is a noun that refers to the ability or skill to do something. For example, she has the capability to lead the team through difficult challenges.
It's often used when describing expertise, features, or potential. It focuses on what can be done.
Now, capacity is also a noun, but it refers to the total amount that something can handle or contain. For example, the stadium has a seating capacity of 50,000 people.
You'll often see it used with numbers, output, or workload. It focuses on how much can be done. A simple way to remember capability is about competence, while capacity is about limits.
Exactly. It's pretty straightforward once you see the difference.
And yes, you can use both in the same sentence. The software has the capability to analyze large amounts of data, but it's currently running at full capacity.
So, understanding capacity helps you make the most of your capability.
Right. Now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep exploring. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.